Farming, there are a lot of fruits in farming. Not just the monetary value. Let's start with the most important, which is health. As a farmer, you work a lot. And you tend to exercise at the same time. It is said that you need to walk, I don't know, many thousand steps in a day. But as a farmer in the farm, that's like an automatic gym. That's number one. The other thing is you derive a lot of pleasure. Mostly if you are passionate in whatever that you are doing. Because if you are passionate, there is no one pushing you. You are the one pushing yourself. And as you observe a crop grow, you tend to it tends to become a therapeutic thing. In that mostly when it's not affected by diseases, and mostly when you are not stressful because of other things, and mostly when you know the market is good, it tends to be therapeutic, tends to be comforting. As a success in itself that is not found elsewhere, comparing it to the other sector, where success, to me, farming success is you derive. The other thing is you can earn some money in a very short while. To me, it's the only thing that you can multiply your money to a tune of 3 times in 3 months, 3-4 times in 3 months. And there is no institution that can give such amount of money and a saving. In addition, some farmings are risk averse. It's true, you earn money slowly by slowly, but they are risk averse. For example, the tree farming in our area in Ukambani, basically, where we do fruit farming. For example, pizzas, avocados, lemon, oranges. Those are perennial crops and tend to be risk averse. The only thing that you do is very small. Once you plant, you planted. Once you get water, that's it. You rarely use chemicals. You rarely use labor. So it's more on assured income, annual income, and that grows every year. Every year in fruit farming, the income grows, which may double, triple, occasionally, even go 4-5 times, which is not the case with the other sector where you depend on the salary and the only thing you get is the inflation adjustment.
So, what can you tell people out here, those who are unemployed and they have nothing to do totally, they have no jobs and they would wish to start farming?
I keep on telling people, I meet so many people and I train farmers, I train groups, and I tell them one thing. We limit ourselves by saying that we don't have the capital. But it doesn't need one to grow 1 acre of tomatoes. It doesn't need one to grow 1 acre of potatoes. It doesn't need one to grow 1 acre of onions. Because there is not that money. It only calls for one to grow a simple thing as sukuma wiki, the kales. A simple thing, sukuma wiki, the kales. It doesn't need one to have a palm. No, it only calls for one to have a source of water and dedicate his time there. And to be honest with you, dedicating 6 days in a week in a farm, you will only struggle the first 1 month, mostly for kales. Because kales, within 1 month you've harvested. and you'll also struggle mostly within 3 months, because you'll be accumulating capital to maybe get a machine, to maybe advance, maybe increase the acreage and such. So let people stop being lazy. May I call people lazy because in Kenya, the soils are very good. In Kenya, the market for food is there. I wonder how someone can say, I'm unemployed, and they're sitting down, and there's a river near him, there's a sand dam near him, there's a well near him. To me, I'll tell them today to wake up, open their eyes, and move on. There may be no water in their place. He may not have the ability to lease land, but there is another area where someone can also grow. You do nursery trees. You sell the nursery trees. That's part of farming.
Yes.
And it has more money than even the farming itself. Because, for example, a papaya seedling costs how much? A potted papaya seedling costs 100 bob. The cost that a farmer will incur is less than 20 bob, maximum 30 bob. In that, you buy water, you buy manure, you buy the potting paper, and you pay yourself labor, and you buy the seedlings. Any other thing is a profit. The other area that one can venture into is into the indigenous trees. Everyone now is looking for them. Yeah. So those who are claiming they are not employed, is sorry from me. Because there is money they sit with gold. That's why they don't want to utilize it. They are claiming there is no capital, but you don't need a lot of money anyway. How much does one need to do potting for 1,000 pawpaw trees? 1,000 pawpaw trees, when you sell, you get 100,000. You don't need 20,000 to do 1,000 pawpaw trees. You don't need 20,000 to do 1,000 avocado trees, and they are in high demand. We have other trees that you can collect the seedlings. You don't have to buy. The only thing you need to buy is the paper, and they grow very fast. Everyone is looking for them. So let people not lie. Let them not lie themselves. I call it laziness, and I tell them to wake up.
That's laziness, guys. But you know, some people always ask, yes, if I grow tomatoes, where will I sell them? Where will I get the market from?
I keep on asking myself, do you consume tomatoes in your house? And how many do you consume in a day? Most likely 2, 3. In a week, 5. Your neighbor consumes the same. Your other neighbor consumes the same. How many homesteads are surrounding you? It means you are sitting with the market. You are sitting with the people who need to buy from you. You don't need to have a vehicle. You don't need to have the ability to talk to people. You don't need to have the ability to manage the crop. That's it. In addition, let's advance a little bit. You are asking yourself, you have a little bit of finances. You have to do like an acre, which will give you around that 5 tons per season. You're asking yourself, let's be a little bit lenient, which will give you 20 tons per season. You're asking yourself, where will I sell them? If you don't have the ability to get to the market, you've already exhausted your local market. You've exhausted your neighborhood market. Now, there are so many other entities that are helping farmers. You only need to join. In Kenya, there are 1,001 WhatsApp groups. These WhatsApp groups help farmers market their product. The only thing you need is a camera, is a phone with a camera, and post it there. Then someone will call you and ask you, where are you? How much are you selling? And there is plenty of market in the food sector. Mostly on tomatoes, mostly on onions, fruits, anything that is in the food sector. You cannot meet the demand. You cannot meet the demand. Whatever volume you produce, you cannot meet the demand. The only thing that someone needs to do is to ensure that he has quality product to beat the rest. And that's the only hope. Have good product to beat your neighbor. That's it. Yes, the market is there. Consumers are there, and your neighbor is number one consumer. Yes.
Okay, so guys, so whatever you have heard, I think it's true, and I feel like I'm venturing into this field too. But let me tell you guys, farmers nowadays, they drive big cars. Let me tell you, we are going to the farm and we are driving. How good is that? How do you feel about yourself, actually?
It's something nice, you know. It's said for you to drive, you must be so much educated. You must earn a lot of money. But in farming, if you are a serious farmer, if you grow slowly, within 3 years, you can easily manage to get your own pickup. And it will be able to help you take your thing to the market.
Yes.
You only need to be disciplined. And that discipline, you will suffer, yes. The first 2 years you will suffer a lot. You will honestly suffer. You'll have to be resilient. The one you not have understood the market, you not have understood the product, you not have understood what you are good at, you know that the specialty you not be there, you know. But once you get it right, then things become easy. There is no vehicle that one cannot drive. And anyway, the farmers I know, I'm not yet there, I'm not yet where they are, but I have friends who are owning to a tune of 300 acres of maize.
Wow.
And they are making good money. Them, they always tell me, their aim is not on, they don't factor more the price in the market. They factor more on the yield. Because they can control the yield, they cannot control the price in the market. Same case to us in the horticulture sector. We can control the yield, the quality, but you can't control the market. So at the same time, if your product is good and you have the means of transport, like now the way we have one, it took me around 3 years before I managed to get myself a pickup. And for sure I don't regret. I don't regret owning one. Means of movement is easy. I'm able to go to the farm anytime I want. I'm able to harvest at night and sell at night without anyone's trouble. I'm able to reduce brokers from my farm. I've not reduced, I've actually removed them completely. And I'm able to grow and monitor my income myself. So I tell people, if you want to get money, slowly, not very fast, slowly but sure, join farming. And mostly in Kenya, where the weather allows, you can do farming throughout the season, throughout the year. The soils are good, labor is not that expensive. Things can work well for anyone who joins farming. But also, I'll also encourage people not to concentrate on one thing, basically one crop. I'll call for diversification, where you do both, for example, now we call them short-term crops. For example, tomatoes, it's a short-term crop, because basically within 4 months, 5 months, you've harvested, you've had your money, you've had your losses. The other thing is you do perennial crops. Well, you will not earn today, but you'll earn more in 5 years, and that will be able to keep you going. When the short-term crops fail, or the seasonal crops fail, the long-term crops always boost you. Yes.
So, Mr. Daniel, somebody will be watching this video and be like, do you offer trainings? Because some of them, they wish to have training on farming and everything for them to know what to do. Do you offer training?
Yes, I'm a member of a group called called Chencha Kianzo. Cheni is basically light in Kamba.
Yeah.
Kianzo is a place where I come from. There's an NGO from our area that managed to build dams.
Yes.
Now, when I joined, I started farming. And because of the passion, I've received 1,001 farmers from different regions in the country, basically being brought by that NGO for training. Actually, occasionally in a week or in fortnight, I shall have a group to train. Be it ladies, be it men, youth, to encourage them, tell them, look, you don't need a lot of money, you don't need to be passionate, you don't need to consult. And I tell them, look, in case you get stuck, I'll give you free consultancy. I'll not charge you anything. I'll offer you free consultancy, and I'll work with you to the end. Not just in the farming itself, even to marketing the product. I'll personally sell the product for you. That's where I am now, and I'm trusting God for growth in that area. Yes.
So is the consultancy, like, do they pay or it's free?
I offer free.
Wow.
Actually, most of them, they don't actually have airtime. End up using my own airtime to call them.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I even visit them. Just know they are doing and how they are faring on. Don't charge them and don't charge mileage. I only tell them what is right for them to do. If I know the market myself, I connect them to someone who has the ability to buy their product. So, you know, you cannot be a consumer of everything. But at least there are those linkages that are there that I have that help farmers.
So
Yes.
guys, you have heard all that. This is Mr. Daniel, a farmer, and as you can see, he seems to be a politician. Are you a politician or not?
No, I'm not a politician. Just that I'm passionate about farming. As I keep on saying, farming is not for the illiterate. People say once you get educated, you don't go to the farm. You go to the white collar jobs where you need to sit to the office and enjoy yourself. But I'll surprise you. If it's education, I am educated. I have enough papers to keep me wherever I want to be. And I've worked as an employee in a multinational, the agriculture sector. I grew in that entity to a level where I was trusted with so many responsibilities. But came a time where I had to follow my passion. So farming is basically a passion. And also you need to be resilient. Resilience is everything. I once lost everything that I had. Lost every coin that I had. The money I had earned from my salary, the money I had gotten from the farm, I lost it in a season.
That's a big
In a season. But I don't give up, because farming is about resilience. Farming is about self-assurance. It's about knowing tomorrow will be better. Yeah. I don't regret losing that money. It was a lesson. I don't regret doing that crop. It was a lesson. I did not give up. I'm still there, pushing on and advancing. In fact, doing much better than I was. So what I'm saying is, farming is more on passion. It's not for the educated. It's not for the only illiterate. People never went to school. Proper farming is done by those people who are well educated, who are well informed. And also, to correct myself, it's also not for the well educated as well only. Actually, my best employee since 2015 is a class 4 dropout. And he's my best employee. That's a person I'm entrusted with my farm. And I don't regret. He has learned through experience. I've worked with him the journey. We failed. We've performed well. It's all in farming. You will succeed today, you will fail tomorrow, you will succeed tomorrow. You know, I not say it's unpredictable, but there are what you call natural calamities, which you cannot control, which makes you fail. Also, you can't know everything in farming. So, before I knew the product, for example, for tutor, the best product to use, I tell you, I struggled a lot. I actually failed. I was even sold fake chemicals. So I'll tell you, before you know the best product, you'll fail. So in farming, there is that experience bit. I always say you pay school fees in farming the first 2 years. You have the ability to employ the experts. You have the ability to employ the high-end employees. You are the agronomist. You are learning on ground. Everything. But thank God today, as I've said, there are groups where you can get help, and people have been generous enough to assist their fellow farmers. So fellow farmers, fellow Kenyans, wake up. Wake up, stop sleeping. Join the club and think of what you need to do for yourself. Imagine, Grace, if today, let's say 20 years ago, if I planted 50 trees, let's say pixie, 20 years ago, and maybe I managed to take care of it because it's not high demand crop. Manure, water, once in a while, and the like. Only 50. And I take care of it. By the time I'll be finishing my high school, I will be harvesting. Maybe in the 50, each tree I will be getting 50 kgs. Because I don't know anyone to sell to. I'll just sell to the local market. Let's say I'm selling a kg at 50 shillings. So each tree I'm getting 50. I'm selling at 50. I have 50. If you do the maths, in a year, maybe I'll get 1.2 million. And when I am, let's say, 18 years old, in a year, you know that money would be enough to take me to school.
Yes, exactly.
Would be enough to take me to any college of my choice. I sat down and thought about that. Realized, wow, we need to educate the students more on the importance of farming, and stop discouraging people from doing farming. As I've told you, many parents, our parents, think if you are not in Nairobi, you are not successful. If I'm working from home in my farm, I'm not successful. But that is not the case. How many people in Kenya earn 1.5 million a year? A net, how many people? There are very few. This is someone who is earning 100,000, almost 200,000 actually a month. And remember, this money comes when you are sitting down. So may I encourage the youth more. Take it. Start planting those things that we are being told to plant by the government. There's an outcry. We do avocado trees. And this started a long time ago. And we've seen the people have done it. They've gotten a lot of money. There's an outcry. We do basically fruit trees. And I can tell you, anyone who will do it will be successful. Let me quote the president. The other day he was very clear that for you to become rich, you must be a farmer. That to tell you, okay, we cannot all fit in the farm. But that's to tell you that the only place where there is money is in farming. And you know the reason why we work hard is to get money. And derive a satisfaction. which I've told you is important. So let's hope many youths will hear this and join hands. Do it in groups. When I was young, I'm not old, but when I was young, we used to cultivate our neighbors' land in groups. One day we go to my place, we cultivate. Tomorrow we go to your place, we cultivate. The other day we go to another friend's place, we cultivate. And within 1 week, we finished. So we can now get into other things.
Working as a group.
Yes. I wish the young people who are in the village, the young people are struggling in Nairobi, the young people in the urban centers. I wish they can hear this, watch this, and put it into action. Just do 50 fruit trees. 50 only fruit trees. Let's talk after 5 years. Let's see how things will have changed in your life. I have a friend who is a farmer. I'll take you there one day to his farm. I once visited him. I've told you I'm a farmer and a business person. So I wanted to buy some fruits. I had an order for fruits. This farmer told me, harvest only 10 fruit trees and don't finish the fruits. Ensure that you leave a portion of it for the farmhand to eat while cultivating. I thought he was joking. Believe you me, in the 10 fruit trees, I managed to harvest 1 ton of pixie and gave him 100,000.
Wow.
So that's to tell you, there is money in farming.
Yeah.
And this guy asked him the secret. We happened to have worked together. Actually, we were actually working together, but it was the low-level staff. I want to do the promoters. We used to call them promoters. He told me, you know what? Yes, I work for you. I work with you. But when you are busy in Nairobi, me I'm busy on Saturday in my farm. And that's why I'm able to earn more here. And also I'm able to give instructions at the same time what to do. So that's the time I got the motivation on fruit farming. And moved on with a little bit speed. And cultivated a few to see whether I can just follow him. Because if in 10 you can make 100,000, it means in 100 you can make 1 million.
Yes.
Yeah? Then it means in 1,000, let's not even talk of the maths. So I believe in farming, and there is no one who can challenge me on that.
Wow.
Yes.
Guys, that has been Mr. Daniel talking about farming and all that. I hope you have heard. In case you have any question for him, please write it down there.